Hello, YouTube world. My name is Anthony Long. Welcome back to the Bluegrass Picker channel. Hey, Jen. I had to do a bunch of listing. Just took a bunch of pictures. I have to test some games and stuff, so I figured might as well go live and see if anybody wants to chit chat. Dang, that's a hard one. Hey, Harry. How's it going? Just swinging on by for a minute, and I'm sure I'm just testing some N64 games. I bought this huge lot for pretty good. I mean, it's pretty expensive, but I know how much they're worth, but I didn't realize how much they're really worth. I'll show you the one. This one here, Pokemon Stadium N64. It's got this gold cover. I don't know, some special edition, I guess. They're not for resale. And it's not probably gradable, but it's pretty good. Collectors love it. They usually go for about $200. I had a guy, I like to leave offers open. I mean, I've gotten good at being nice at declining offers. There's been times where I've declined offers, been nice about it, and they went and bought for full price when I probably still would have went for less. So I kind of leave it open, and the guy offered me $170 for that today. I had it listed $209. Probably should take it because I paid $280 for 33 games, 2 decks, 2 controllers, 1 pair of cords. Paid $280, so that would almost get me to positive. I probably should take it, but whenever you get offers real quick like that, it kind of makes you want to let it go for a minute. Now I'm testing a helicopter game. I never played this one. This is the bad part. You kind of want to keep playing because they're all kind of fun, even N64. Army Men Air Combat. I think this went for like 20. Now I just got to clean it up. It's got these old stickers on it. Best Buy. Someone must have bought out of Best Buy or not Best Buy, but like a video place. Blockbuster. I think it had Blockbuster. That's what I saw. But it's amazing what vinegar and water. I use that first to get the chunks off, and then I use the Gooby on. This stuff lasts forever. You gotta be careful because it will take a lot of stuff off. If anybody wants to chit chat, and if they're listing already too, but I just clean it with a little bit of that, clean up the sides, the connections, test away. I sold 5 things last night. Hey, how's it going, Dave? Come on in if you want. I sold 5 things last night, so I got to do that. Make a video and ship those off here in a second. And today's my get my back fixed day. A lot of these go for 10 to 20 bucks. There's only a few, like the Star Wars. They don't really go for much money. Probably have to lock them together. The 007, I thought would go for more money, but they must have made so many of them. But the ones that aren't going for much, I'll just put in a lot with a controller. Where are they at? These are the ones that don't go for much money, just in case you run across. Madden 64 doesn't sell unless you put it with a bunch of other games. Superman doesn't sell. Perfect Dark doesn't really sell unless you lot them up. World Driver, Lamborghini. I don't even know what the heck that is. Powder Puff Girls. Anyway, I'm just going to throw these, test them, make sure first, and then clean them up and put them with a controller. And because the controller, I was looking that up, with like 3 games, a controller and one console and a controller together, N64 without games goes for like 120 to 135 bucks. So with games, I'm sure it goes a little faster at least. And some of these $10 games, I'll put a couple of those in there, a couple of good ones, and then a couple of those duds. That's another thing why these N64 games are easy. It's hard to destroy them. The console's easy, it's light, doesn't get all hot. N64 was awesome. This one I think is worth like 20. Destroying Derby 64. Ready to clean. Thanks for coming in, Jen. Hey, Greg. I'm just going to be sitting here listing, so if you get bored with that, I understand. And then I just took a bunch of pictures of sports cards, but I guess it's like you guys already know, but like sports cards is the same thing. There's no reason to put up football cards right now unless those teams are in the playoffs. Might as well go ahead and, unless you don't have basketball or baseball, but you need to be putting up all your basketball right now. And baseball, if you have some good stuff, might as well start, because when it starts, people go right away to eBay and look for it. And if yours is already there, I mean, it's good to be placed in there early, just like freaking Walmart or Dollar Tree had Valentine's stuff 2 days after Christmas. This is a cool controller. I bet it goes for a little more money too, but it'll be my testing. Pretty good on the joystick. This one's really neat. It came with this lot, but that joystick's really loose. Does anybody know how to fix those joysticks? And all the games are pretty good except this trilogy, Mortal Kombat. It goes for good money, but good Lord, they played this one a lot. They took it out so many times because it's like a black and red. It's like, so it's way gone. Thanks, Jen. Yeah, I mean, I just figured I'd come on. Sitting here doing this anyway. Drinking coffee. Listen to my dogs bark at other dogs. Just play. Let's race. Yeah, N64, man, what a great gaming system. If there's just a way to make it a little bit better so it would transfer over to the big screen a little. It's a little clunky if they're not. Good to go. I've never had has anybody had a comment if anybody's had an N64 game that didn't work? Like mine always works. I've never had one not. I don't even know why I clean them. I spent most of my college first year playing Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Ooh, it may not be working. I just said that I've never had one. That's funny. Tried the old blow on it. No kidding. Well, that's funny. I just said I've never had one not work. I'll chalk that one up to not working. Feels heavy. Maybe it got waterlogged. Pokemon Puzzle League. The lot I got for $280. I've already put, of the 33 games I got, I put these 6 up, cleaned and tested, and I have these listed for $400. That's why I like to go into auctions, but most of the time they rarely have stuff that's worth much. Well, this one's not working. Oh, there we go. But this was a good deal, and it was two 2 N64 lots back to back. So it was $280, and they owed me $40 on another time, and so I already had credit. I was like, well, that's a good time to use it whenever it's something I know I'm going to make money on. And people don't want to spend over $200. And this was $280, and I still got 2 consoles to sell, and they go for at least $100 a piece. And then 2 joysticks that work pretty good, normal for an N64, original, because they're both Nintendo. This one's cool. This is the one I would have wanted when I was a kid. Doesn't look as green. It's really like a neon green, really. It's hard to tell. And it also came with a memory card. So that's nice. Probably better just to part that out. And they had some cords in there, and they were kind of beat up. One part was coming apart, and the other part was duct taped, electrical taped. But they both work, so I'll just use as my testing. So I'll just use the one I had as one I'll sell. And I've already looked, and you can order them for like $16. The cords for the N64 online. It won't be original, but yeah, facts, Mookie. Yeah, they don't get all hot and stuff, you know. Yep, another one works. All right. Pokemon Puzzle League. Goes like 15, 20. This Star Wars one goes for decent money. I think it's like 15. Pod Racer. I realize how old I'm getting when the redone ones are old. Episode 1. Crazy. I'm freaking old. This Paperboy one went for, I think, really good money, like $30. Same thing with Excitebike. Excitebike's going for good money. I got one of those here too. And what's great is how easy is this to ship? Little bubble wrapper. It's in the. It might even be between the 4 to 8 ounce. It's probably $3.50 to ship. Paperboy works. Original is $85, and this is $19.99. It's weird too. I was doing a movie promo pin last night, and it was from 2001, and I realized I can call that vintage now. That's crazy. I need to go pick up cracked corn to feed the ducks and geese. Someone else must feed them around here so they don't fly home or wherever they go. Paperboy. It's really not that loose, I guess. They didn't come with the rumble back. I was kind of hoping it would. That was so innovative. Paperboy. Clean it and go. Mortal Kombat did work. Okay. It just, I didn't press it down hard enough, I think. Oh, man. I wasted a lot of time playing Mortal Kombat N64. We used to have tournaments for days. I kind of liked it at first, but then I was just doing it because everybody else is doing it. That's what everybody's doing. What else are you going to do when we had 4 people in my apartment, all guys? Oh, gosh. That sucks. Space Invaders. Yeah, that was a good one. You could always find those in like the big bulky ones in the like Pizza Hut. Come here. I'd always do Scorpion. Come over here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Just chit-chatting. Yeah, it's a good thing kids are cute, right? It's a good thing my dogs are cute. Sometimes I want to just throw them out the window. Yeah. What was it? Back V. Oh, it's been a while. Yeah, back V. Wow, it's been a long time. I got beat. Scorpion wins. I knew I'd do this. End up playing. Oh, it's probably not the best thing to promote. Some of these are all written on. Can't get it off. I'll just lump those in with consoles, I guess. Yeah, I've noticed on lives, there'll be people live I know are live, and it won't say in my. I put my subscriptions, kind of check to see if people are live. It won't say it. It won't get a notification, and they're live. I don't know what the. You think YouTube would try to get them to? They want you to stay watching what you want to watch. Clean time. I think this one goes for over $30. Kirby, the Crystal Shards. How do you guys do it when you list? And like for stuff like this, I don't know. I'll look it up to see what's sold, find the one that's sold for the most, see if I like the listing, and then see if it makes sense, and then use it as a draft for later, and then I go take all my pictures. But if it's stuff I know sells, I'll just take all the pictures and then build it later. And just cleaned it and it's good to go. The Crystal Shards. It's like a kid game, really kiddie game. What in the world? I don't even know what this is. Glad someone wants to pay for that. It's terrible. Excitebike. Sorry if I'm not missing you in chat. Yeah, Sonya. Feels like the same song through the whole soundtrack, I think. Just a little different speed. But I kind of like that music. Kind of like Matrix. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of notifications I'm not getting. I don't understand. And I'll look and I'm subscribed and the notifications are on. So I remember my manager at work, we would have silverware checks every once in a while. They just go get our trash and she'd go through it and see how much silverware is in there. It was always like there was at least 2 forks every time. Excitebike. Man, I used to love this game on the original NES. I don't know if I ever played it 64. It came with Mario Kart. I'm keeping that. That'll be my test. I figured if it went over $50, but I don't think it goes $50, so I'm just gonna keep it. Whoa, this is hard. Huh. This could be fun. Excitebike goes for 25 to 35. I can't remember. I remember thinking it was on the high end version, high end range. Doom. I bet that goes for decent money. I can't remember. I just remember it was worth more than 10. It's crazy. I used to hate listing, and once you get to where you like listing, you realize you've kind of turned a corner. Because I think what most of us figure out is just don't go buy what everybody tells you to buy. Buy what people tell you to buy in the things that you already buy. Don't try to venture off what you already do. Just look for what you know what I mean. There's too many people just trying things and when they should have just kept going with what was working already and then kind of venture out. Because I've done the same thing. It's not like I haven't. So now I'm real picky on what I buy. So then I know I don't mind testing it or cleaning it because it's worth it, kind of deal. If that makes sense. Another reason why I like sports cars, you don't have to clean them. They're already clean. Just have to protect them, and that's easy. Another one works. Doom. I think Doom's still real popular, so this will probably go. What do you guys do when you list on something like this? Hey, what up? I watched you fight that one time. That was pretty good. Um, what do you do in the UK? Do you try to sell something like collector stuff like this quick? If I remember right, you said that video game stuff doesn't go very good over there. Is it Joe? Is that right? Um, I always price stuff a little higher. When it's worth 25 to 35, I'll put it for 35 and set on it and wait for the person that comes by and there's none. I'll wait for eBay to sell out kind of deal. Just kind of interested to see what everybody else does. I'm going to do good on this lot. Good Lord. Sometimes I kind of feel guilty, but I guess I just know what I know what I'm doing. I'm surprised it didn't go higher. It was in Storage Stalkers auctions, which they get 100. There's always 100 people in there. So I was surprised that I got this lot. I go to West Side Gary's a lot, and I did a video. My last video, I made sure and put the info card in there for him because I know he's close to 1K. Hopefully he got there. It's not like he's going to get a bunch from me. Most of the people that follow me already follow him, but yeah, that's what I do too. Especially on stuff like this that you know that it's not going to be a bunch of it up all the time. I see. You know all about it. Seems like. I wear opposite socks all the time. I like to do everything the opposite of what everybody else does. Most of the time it works out. In the summer, I wear tall soccer socks, Adidas. Um, they work the best for me mowing because when I'm weed eating, you're throwing crap against your legs, and you don't want to wear jeans. That's the dumbest thing ever. I used to wear like that slick stuff that you wear like basketball breakaway pants, and that was better. And I could take those off and on whenever I got done weed eating. And then I just started wearing those socks. But I always wear like one red. Well, I don't always, but most of the time I wear one red, one green, one yellow, one blue. Just because people look at it and go, they want to say something. They don't know what to say. It almost makes their heads explode. And I just sit there and smile because I don't care. I better look at myself in the mirror. It must be a trip to have kids. I'm trying to find I'm still looking, hoping to God I find it. A COA for I thought I put it somewhere and it's gone. I had it in a book. And I went to get it and it's not there. And I'm hoping I didn't drop it because my dog most likely, if I drop something like that on the floor, she thinks it's hers. She's gonna eat it. And it was a COA of Dale Earnhardt Sr. tire that came off his car. So my tire probably went from $1,000 to $200. But hey, I'm debating how to do it. It's so heavy and big. I don't know. I bet I can. I'm thinking about really promoting it on Marketplace and sending people to my booth. That way I'm advertising it out and maybe I get the same amount of money as eBay without having to ship it. Thing's freaking huge. Yeah, I don't mess with Etsy. I should start with Etsy some. Oh, nice. I saw him put $20 in somewhere. Was it Larkin? I don't remember. And they were promoting him, but he's the best. He promotes everybody. He's such a, some people I don't, that's one thing. Most people shouldn't try to go get subscribers too much. I mean, it's okay to do, but someone like him that's running auctions in a reselling community, it's good for him to get all these subscribers because they're all going to be buyers. You know what I mean? So I was promoting heavily. And he's such a good guy. He promotes everybody. He's such a good guy. I've made so much money off of his auctions. Yeah, Jennifer, throw that link up if you want. If you're not doing anything, because Westside's still, I mean, even if he's got his 1,000, it's just such good auctions. Although it's reseller lots, so I mean, it's almost, but he gives away stuff, so it's fun to watch. If you don't want to put a lot of money into something, you might win something just watching. Now that's the best statement I've seen. How much can I get for them? I cleaned them before, I swear. They come from a non-smoking home. I'm probably way behind here. That's funny. But like a collector's, I mean, the thing's huge. Let me turn it. If you can see it over there. It's pretty massive. There's my over the pool table lights. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Budweiser. I got that for $20. I still haven't done anything with it because it's just too cool. I don't know. I'm gonna have to wire it because it's not wired. It's set up ready to do it. They don't care. Thanks, Jen. Yeah, I appreciate it. He's got one that's coming up. I don't know how many. It's not all from Tom Cruise, but I've got at least 2,000 45s now. I got a lot of duplicates I'm gonna start selling. And I'm not going to be selling them to make money that much. I'm going to sell them to get it to people that really appreciate 7-inchers and old music that's still good. I might do some with Adam. Just do like $1 per. The ones with original sleeves, maybe like $3 per on the real good ones. I got a lot of like Michael Jackson, Madonna, Stones, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd. So I got some collector stuff that the people that are getting back into it really want. Star Wars Pod Racer. Anakin. I remember waiting all those years to finally get another Star Wars, and I was like, I guess, And everybody's like, oh, they're just setting up for the next one. I guess. Monster Truck Madness. Sunday. Facts. It's a good point. Maybe that's what I'm trying to convince myself. It's reseller lots that I don't sell. I sold those PSP games that I bought from him, and it's awesome. Wow, that's cool. I mean, unfortunate that his stepmom's being that way, but it's cool that he's trying to. That's what I mean. I realized a long time. Thanks for saying that. I realized, was it last summer? It was about this time last year. I realized I'm selling memories on eBay, so it made me think about it. In my boots, the same thing. So it made me think about it different. I'm like, oh, selling things that people are trying to get that memory back of when they had that thing. Most time it doesn't happen. Get them closer to that person they lost or whatever. Makes sense. Maybe my baseball cards is me hanging on to myself when I was a little boy. If anybody wants to come in and chit chat, I'll probably be on for a little while longer. One thing that's nice about having your own business, I can skip noon rush hour. Of course, it's not as much as it used to be. This time of year, I can go to the store. I don't ever have to shop on the weekends. And that's one thing I've learned too about having your own business. It's funny. Always hear these people, like I heard Joey Bada Bing talking about that the other day, about how he wants to go full time this year, reseller and YouTuber, but he wants to YouTube. He doesn't want to resell, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm like, man, you're 24 with a good job that has great benefits. You don't need to go full time. You can do this part time and still do a lot of YouTube. If you really like it, it doesn't take people. Even big YouTubers will talk about how it's painful to edit and stuff. It's not that hard if you just. I mean, if you're on Android, use VLLO as your editor. It's free, so easy. You don't have to no watermark. Simple. Put your picture in it. You can do whatever you want. And then if you have an iPhone, you can use iMovie. It's simple. I mean, we've all been around technology now for about 20 years. This style of stuff, and it's not that hard. And then once you do, anyway, I don't know. I hear people talking about how great it's because like his reason. Well, the reason Joey Bada Bing was saying that was because he feels like he's missing out on stuff that he could have been doing, which is true. I mean, I get that. But what I found when I quit, all those reasons all those things I thought I was going to do, I didn't do any of them. I just turned every day into Saturday, Sunday. And if you're not careful, you'll spend money just like you did on Saturday, Sunday. We can't, I don't know. It's funny. A lot of times the reason, like, here's a good one. I started my lawn business because I was so mad at Cheddar's, the restaurant I worked at for years, that they wouldn't let me smoke cigarettes on the premises anymore. I was so mad. I'm going to start my own business. You can't tell me I can't smoke in my car in the parking lot. And by the time I started my business 3 years later, I'd already quit smoking cigarettes. And funny. So that's what I was telling my buddy. You got to be careful of like what drives you, because for me, there's been times where what drove me was my ex-girlfriend. I'll show her, I'll do this and this, I'll show her. But then when you forgive her and then that's your motivation, then what? Then you have no motivation. It can't be your motivation. it's going to end. And then what? I've done that one before. Another game works. I might make, it's going to be fun to keep track. I'm going to do like do the same thing as Commonwealth Picker does on a good buy or whatever. I might get like $800 for this $280 lot. It's going to be fun to see what I get. That's kind of why I don't want to take any offers right away. When you see something that's so rare, it goes for $200, it doesn't make sense pretty much every time it's up, and you don't see any listings for them, don't take an offer the first day you have it up, right? Another reason why I don't mind not taking offers too is like, you know, I just took so many pictures. Let's see. 1, 2, I think 30 minutes maybe. And that's, I think, 14 listings, 14 cards that'll go in my safe. How easy and small that is, you know? Like, and how fast you can, it's so easy to move these around and take pictures. Just flip them over, pop, pop, pop. Really, it's more about getting the right angle, because I like to buy these cards that are glossy because people want the shiny stuff. They're just going to buy it more. Just facts. That's why I buy Select a lot. Select is this. And I see I'm throwing up, like, that's Aaron Rodgers. He's having a game this weekend. People go on eBay and see that for $7 and go, well, that's not bad. And I always put combined shipping in my stuff for anything under 20. I put it in the listing because I want them to buy 3 or 4 for $20, and then the shipping will be the same, you know, so they're getting a discount that way. Doesn't happen a lot, but I get that, you know. And see, I'm already putting up baseball because it's coming around. Catchers are starting to, they'll be coming in mid-February. They'll start working with the pitchers, and then everybody that comes in a little early, and then full on March 1st, it'll be baseball. So, you know, this is another thing I've learned with the, once that shutdown hit, not only did cards go up, but autographs. Whew. I mean, I put autographs to people you've never even heard of, and they go, it's crazy. So I got some autographs for baseball. I'm putting those up. These are some real young players that people like me usually like to buy because they're prospecting. These guys are still in the minors, but they're going to be in the majors soon. And then I always mix it with, like, here's a Gary Sheffield. So I have like a potential Hall of Famer this year, piece of his bat, game used bat. And so, like, an old school guy. So, you know, and then a couple of guys that are playing this weekend, Gronkowski and Cooper Kupp. Some old baseball autographs. I thought about sending this to John, Cincinnati Picker. I'm sure he gets so much crap, though. I don't want to be the guy, like, giving him a $10 card and saying, hey, can you give me a shout out? But I thought about sending this to him because I think he'd appreciate it more than $20 on eBay. But it's Barry Larkin. It's a piece of his jersey. Barry Larkin was one of the best shortstops of all time. And it's numbered. So I just decided I'm going to put it up. I got one basketball card. Basketball's hot. Frank Thomas got his piece of his bat in there. It's numbered 250. So any Hall of Fame guy, people just look for Hall of Fame. There's a lot of people like me that just search Hall of Fame only. And so you're just constantly searching new listings for Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame. And it works. And that's one thing. I mean, you don't have to leave the house to source. Like something like, you know, I can buy sports cards all day long and flip them. I won't make a ton of money, but all I'd have to do is do newly listed and know what that stuff goes for already. And you can find deals all the time because there's a lot of people that put up listings. I'd say 80%, I bet 80% of the listings I see, you could tell they haven't actually comped it. You know, they're just selling it and they're just winging it. They haven't seen. So there's times where you get such good deals. It's unbelievable. And that's why I like to source on Mercari, because some people are putting stuff over there. There's not a lot of eyes. Some stuff slips through. But you can tell there's a lot of eBayers over there doing the same thing I am, newly listed stuff. It's a good way to find records that you don't have. VLLO, yeah, it's a Dean Nimmin told me about it. I think it's VLLO. Yep. It's easy. It keeps them there for you. I used to use UCut, but this one's even easier. I don't know. I like it. And I had a program last year, Filmora. You can do the same exact thing with that. It's just not on your computer. But most of us are on our phone all the time anyway, so yeah. One guy I actually follow is Dale Jr. His interviews and stuff, pretty cool. I got he interviewed Ken Schrader, and I have one of those 3/4 size hoods, and they're plastic, and he signed it. And Ken Schrader was in the race when his dad had that wreck, and they were like great buddies. And so that's kind of another cool piece I have. It was part of that $200. I got that senior Dale Hart senior lot of, you wouldn't believe. I have a video. I still have never put it out because I couldn't find the COA for the tire. Anyway, I should put that thing out anyway. But I've already sold like $60 worth of it, and I just recently started putting it out. And so I'm gonna make my money back on that. And that's only like 3 items out of 100. so I'll make some decent money on that one. And his stuff just goes so fast. I mean, if you get your YouTube going really good, like Harry Tornado does, and he's getting pats from Harry Tornado, and not to say that he shouldn't. I like Joey's energy too, but you better hope that's going with your reselling, because I like watching his lives and stuff, and he's just learning how to resell right now. And so if you're counting on that as your main income, and I mean, you better. I don't know. I would just you can do it on the side for a while. This is all I was saying. And they kind of, when I was in the live and said that to him, he could tell he went like this. I'm like, I didn't mean to make him feel bad, but I'm like, don't. All I can think about is, most of these guys have wives that are probably taking on a lot of that pressure. I know Harry Tornado makes great money, but some of these guys say they're, full time by themselves, almost making like them by themselves, but they have a wife that's usually kicking ass too. Yeah, I agree. I'm getting ready to go and start going back to sourcing again at Goodwill. I've just been moving through all my. I just didn't realize how much I had, and I still have so much to get rid of. I got rid of so much. I almost sold $1,000 at my antique mall and then I sold like almost 800 at my flea market booth. I got rid of so much stuff that was much needed, getting rid of stuff too. Sorry, I hope you get to feeling better. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I saw that. He didn't deny it either. He talked about getting him drunk too. Yeah, Junior's really he's a hell of a lot better man than probably his dad was, honestly. And that's the thing I don't think people get lost in, you know, that his son's a heck of a guy. You know, in the future, maybe that's what we do is I eat bacon and then spit it out. Nah, you got to swallow. Yeah, they're good. He's got a. I like the way he talks. He's nice and calm, and he's not trying. He's just listening, interjecting here and there. And you could tell it's the same thing. It's the same thing we were just talking about. He wants to talk about his dad because he's bringing back all his feelings, and he's just trying to bring back memories by talking to people that are. Don't blame him a bit. I understand. It's got to be tough. Golly. Coffee. Another one works. All of them have worked so far. Man, if you're going to collect N64 or GameCube, man, because GameCube it's pretty killer. I have this one listed for like $209. I think this one's $35, which is probably $10 over what it should be. This one's $35. Goes for about 30, I think. 40 on that one. It goes for about that, actually. I think it's 30 on that one. 30 on this one too. Pokemon, Mario, and Banjo-Kazooie. Who knew that Banjo-Kazooie was? Hey, what's up, Glenn? See you, Mookie. If anybody out there wants to chit chat or is listing away, come on in. I'm just testing some Wii or N64. Sub-Zero. I never played. Huh. That's why this one isn't worth much. It's not very fun. Okay. I think I need to get one of those things that Lonnie has where it tests all the different video consoles, so you don't have to have every console. It'd be nice not have to. I'm not using these consoles except to test. Works again. All I have to do is clean. All right. Powder Puff Girls chemical reaction. Okay. It's funny seeing these used stickers. Some of these were 15, 20 bucks, even used back then. Yeah, I need to get that up and out. It's got the cool patch. It's got the actual patch on there. It's just a little dusty, so I'll just use one of those brushes, you know. What did I pay for it? $4.21. And most likely I got it in a lot, and I just pieced it out. It is dirty, so it's used, but some of them I just don't. I don't know. They can clean it themselves. I don't want to clean it because I don't. It looks dirty, but it doesn't look like it's been worn. It almost looks like it's just old. It's the Louisville manufacturing, which those are hard to come by. And the bill is flat, and it's still perfect. It's not soft or nothing. No cracks. It's killer. I sold one of these for 10 bucks the other day. It's new with tags. It's got the cardboard in it. I got like 4 or 5 more of these. I bought this huge box of hats. I'm gonna have to go back and look how much I paid. It was like 10 bucks or something, 10, 20 bucks for this huge box. But there was so much of this kind of stuff. So it's amazing what kind of deals you get. Yeah, something like that. Retron. I think that is the name. How much? I'm not sure. You want it? I have to comp it to make sure it's not $100, but if it's not, the patch is clean, that's for sure. Even though it's white. Yeah, just email me, talk to me, and on the side, and then we can come up with something. Maybe trade. That's probably a better idea. That way money doesn't have to get in the way. It's not doing any good sitting there, is it? It'd be good to set like on a shelf. Superman works. Madden works. Hey, how's it going? Flipping sports. I love it. I sold quite a bit. I sold $100 in Mahomes cards yesterday in my booth. I get that a lot. People come in there and they'll buy 5 or 6 Mahomes cards in there because you just can't. If you don't go on eBay, you ain't gonna find how to get cards, and so some people don't know. So they come back, I think, to my booth. No one works. The Chiefs have to play the Browns this weekend, and that's a tough matchup because the Chiefs aren't very good against the run, and they are really good at running. But also, so is Derrick Henry. They kept him to 69 yards because Mahomes was amazing. Almost tested all these. Now I get to clean them. It's sad. I kind of want to order one of those Rumble packs off of eBay. Another one works. Life's hard. I have to test N64 games. It's hard not to still like racing games. That was the first thing what was that racing game? Pole Position? Played on Atari. All right. Now I just need to clean them. Yeah. Yeah, there'll be someone out there that went to that game, to the division game after that, the playoffs that year. So they'll probably want that hat. I would put it up. Probably list it for at least 20. Leave it open to offers. I don't get mad if people lowball me. I lowball people when I try to get stuff. Sometimes it works. Don't get mad. And especially don't get mad because you might get a potential sell. But it's amazing after you offer like $2 less, they'll take it sometimes, even though they offer 20 less. Trying to learn this new bluegrass is tough. Ugh, that's tough. I got it. Yeah. Dang, that's a lot harder than you think. That's weird. Because he's picking in between. Tony Rice was the best. He just passed away this last week, 2 weeks ago. He was the best acoustic guitar player when it comes to bluegrass. Maybe Doc, I don't know. Do you go to Ben's, Jennifer? We don't have any Ben's around here. And when it comes to sports, guys don't care about it being vintage or not. It's more about that game. They were invested in that year. There's a Philadelphia fan out there that wants that hat. I don't know about how much, but guarantee it goes for $10. Guarantee it. Unless it's really bad condition. But even then, bad condition to a football fan has to be pretty bad. Yeah, for me, a lot of clothes are slow sells. Mainly because you only have one size, or, that's what I've noticed. I mean, even if I have extra large and large, that doesn't always mean there seems to be more of those out there too. So when it comes to sell-through rate, I'm not very good with clothes. I put stuff up, but jerseys sell pretty quick. I don't know. I just kind of stay away from it. Shoes sell, but once again, you got to find the right size. I have a lot of people who like it and want it, but they're like, it doesn't fit. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, I don't have anywhere close, and I would have went to one by now, but I don't know. It's also one of those things that sounds too good to be true, but so does some garage sales that I've been to. It's funny too is when I look back at garage sales, most of the time on my biggest buys, every time I should have bought more, almost every time, because I knew it was a deal, but I just didn't know for sure. So I was like, like there was one day that I came across this one garage sale where they had like 70 Tiggers plushes. A lot of them were like still in the box, still tags. A lot of them talked. He said he'd already sold a bunch, and he was only selling it for some friend of his. So I almost didn't care how much they were going for. He didn't even know. So I just put a bunch together. Bo, stop. No. Okay, sorry. Bo got in a fight with that dog once, and so he still sees it and gets mad. Bo, stop. Stop. Bud. Hey. I apologize. Bo, please. The hat's in great shape. Yeah, it'll sell. It might just sit there for a minute. And that's one thing I've learned about eBay myself is there's so many things like that are out there that you almost didn't know was still out there or was even there. So you don't go looking for it. So I understand why people have to market stuff. I was in Commonwealth Pickers eBay store last year around Christmas, just ordering stuff. I was just, presents, might as well order it from eBay guy. And we were kind of running the SARS, or whatever they called it. I think it was Harry Tornado. And he had a World Series baseball from like 1982, a St. Louis Cardinal World Series baseball with the stamp on it, like of the World Series and stuff, for like $15 shipped. I'm like, heck yeah, I'm keeping that because good luck ever finding one of those again, but no one's looking for it. So you kind of have to sell it for a cheaper price. So that's one thing I like about going into you find some really good deals just going into other people's places because you're just looking at all their items. You're not like searching for certain things. You know what I mean? That makes sense. I need to understand jewelry. I got a loop and then I had a magnet and I've lost the magnet. So I have another magnet. It's not the little one that I bought from that's special that you put on your keychain. But that's the one that I got from Commonwealth Picker. But I need to get it. I need to understand that stuff because jewelry sells in booths, and I don't have any jewelry, and I don't know anything about it. So I need to figure that out. Does anybody know anything about silver, silverware? I've got this whole thing full of silverware and salad tongs, these weird ladles and things. I got all this stuff for like $1. Whole sets of forks that are silver. I don't know what to do with it. If I could just sell it all in one or. And I have all these vintage Barbies. Like, I bought this from, who was it? Guapo and Chapo. It was, what's the name of theirs? Wow, why can't I think of their name? Storage. Anyway, I got these for $30. There's so many of these in here. But these are the original from way back in the day. It has the holes to stand them on. Some of them have earrings and stuff still. So I know they'll go for pretty good money. Just accessories probably go for decent money in the clothes. And I bought these for $30. I've got that many of them. I think there's like 15 or 20 of them. So I'm trying to think about how to sell them. I wonder if I should auction them. Storage stalkers, yeah. If I should auction them, or because I don't know enough about them, I don't want to price them too low. I don't auction a lot of stuff, but if I don't know much about it and I know they're going to go for decent money, Storage Legends, yeah. Storage Stalkers is the other one I was talking about earlier. Sorry. Yeah, everybody makes fun of that picker name. Everybody's a picker on YouTube, but it's because American Pickers and me. I liked Cincinnati Picker and Part Time Picker were awesome, and so being what's funny is guitarist and mandolin player, we call ourselves pickers. So it just fit along, and bluegrass, and playing bluegrass, picking bluegrass. So it goes inside of each other, which most people don't know what that. So it's only me that finds that funny. So yeah, I'm sure that the storage guys are probably like sick of everybody having storage in their name. Locker Nuts, that's a pretty good one. I like that name. It's kind of like Harry Tornado. I think that name kind of works as different in our community. Barbie collectors group inside of like Facebook or Instagram or something? Like sell it to them kind of deal? Do they not look on eBay or they will be able to tell me more about what I got kind of deal? I'm sure that's what you mean. That's why I don't like if it has to be too much research, I'd rather just put it up on eBay and I know I'm gonna make my money back. So I've kind of learned that from I've learned a lot from watching like Part Time Picker. He does that a lot of times. Like, well, just let it go, see what happens. Same way with I saw Kevin did that with Yu-Gi-Oh. He knows he probably has some pretty good stuff. It looks like first edition Yu-Gi-Oh, which in all honesty has always been more money than Magic or Pokemon, and so he might have a lot of money in there. And so running an auction might be his best deal because if he puts it up for $100, it might be worth $1,000. They can tell me more, yeah, which is good to know for the next time I come across that stuff. There's some that are in there that are 90s, but I think 90% of them are all the 1967 or 64, whatever year it was. Not all of them have clothes, but some of them do. But that's what you see. I always do the same thing. I don't know about you guys, but vintage Barbie, and I don't know what I said this time. And then it goes for you. You filter to sold, and there was more clothes being sold than there was Barbies. Just like a lot of those vintage toys, the accessories sell quicker and faster because those are more wanted and needed than the actual figures. So if you've got clothing for Barbies, they're worth a ton, probably more. Thanks, Kelly. It's always good to know that kind of stuff. I try to keep off Facebook. I joined a bunch of those Facebook groups, but it doesn't seem like it's people telling you stuff that you're like, it's either too good to be true. Like, so they're telling you about something that you already know is worth money. They're basically just kind of gloating about it. And then you almost don't, so it's not a benefit to anybody. No one's really gaining anything out of it. It's just, and then there's political stuff every once in a while and stuff. And I should back out of most of those groups. Doesn't seem like, I think I'm in the one with Lonnie. I think I'm still in there. Guys, stop, please. But yeah, I need to do more Instagram and stuff like that. I don't have much Instagram stuff, and I mean I haven't gotten into many groups, and I just kind of started Twitter a little bit, but so you buy on Hybit. Everybody's been buying on Hybit. I don't go on there. I need to. It's probably a good idea. I know you don't like him. You don't have to tell me. Good Lord. Bo got in a fight with that dog one time, and now it's crazy. Like, I don't understand. Like, because there's so many dogs around here. He can, like, sometimes I'll see they'll be walking the other dog, and they'll go by, and I'm like, oh crap, I'll wait. And he won't see him. And we're walking, and he'll go, and he'll know that dog just being by there, and he'll start freaking out, knowing that dog's been there. He just smells. He knows what that dog smells like from one fight they had with each other. What the heck? So now he sees that dog, and he still wants to rip his throat out because he bit him right here. It bit Bo, and it took a couple of weeks to heal. It was really bad. Cora, don't join in, please. Yeah, I bet Barbie sell it anywhere. That would be a good way to test it is Etsy. Since I don't do Etsy stuff, it'd be a good way to start Etsy is start right there. Yeah, Cesar Milan. I like watching him. He's good. But I think that he's proven that it's a lot to do with our own personalities. How we react to our own dogs is how they just do what our reactions are. So if we want to get mad at them, it's us most time. I reward bad behavior, I think. I always thought I'd be a good parent. Maybe not. You always think you'd be a good parent if you have a good kid. My sister was really awesome. I always thought I'd get my sister as a kid. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't going to happen. Cora, go. Okay. My buddy, he's a good guy. He's got a couple kids already from another woman he's not with anymore. And he's been dating this other girl. She's 38 and he's 44. Graduated with me. And she got pregnant. And she's got triplets on the way. So he's 44 and got triplets on the way. 3 boys. I'm like, I can't imagine. Stop you. Good Lord. Now they're play fighting. Stop. Good Lord. I don't know if they're doing this because I'm live or what. Look at this piece I got from Tim. I love that hobnail. It's something I can put in my booth, kind of draw people in. I'll probably put a decent price on it. I can't remember how much I paid. 26, 24. I'll probably put it up for 40 or 50. And then I got some other 3 of these. Thought it might draw people in. It's kind of cool. Made in Poland. Those are cheap. Can't remember, $7 for 3 of them. Yeah. And he's such a good guy. He's just like, yeah, I'm still in shock, but you know, he likes the girl. So I mean, that makes us. That's, you know, if you're in love with the girl, it's not a big deal. But yeah, I mean, his youngest was like 13 or 14. He was almost there. Almost there. Oh crap! It's 12:45. I need to go. I need to pack up some orders and take a video. Go get the geese their food, and I gotta fix my back. My back lady. She's amazing. She did her training. She got her, like, what do you call it, massage therapy here, and then she went to Thailand and Japan to do training to get her license in what she does, and she just moves the muscles around. It's the best my back ever. I've never had a, since I hurt my back, it had been like 8 years since my back had felt okay, and now it does for months. I can't wait to get in there and see if mine's bad. She takes the holidays off, of course. My rib pops out, so it just pinches meat sometimes. Nana, Victoria, yeah, throw the link up if you want. I always love those because I always end up listing more than they do. You know what I mean? So the listing ends up being for me, not them. I don't know how. I thought it was funny because I don't know what I didn't blah 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 blah. I couldn't quite hear Victoria, but she said something about how she's sending books into like a third party. I don't know if she was sending them to Amazon. I don't know exactly how that was working. But she had like 30 books she listed for like $25. I'm like, 28. What? That seems wasted time. I guess to get them out of the way, I just donate that stuff. But if you can just, I guess if you're just putting them all in a box, send it to them, you're just getting rid of it. Guess in a way that's purging. Man, I wouldn't want to list if I was getting $1 per thing. Oh my God. I mean, people make fun of me from selling cards for $6 that I paid a dime for, but I'm like, doesn't bother me none. $5 a day is $1,800 for the year. People need to think about that. What was it? 90%. Was it 90%? No, it's 50% of things are on eBay are sold are $20 and lower. So if you don't have some things $20 and lower, you're limiting who's buying your stuff. So I think to think that you have to have everything at getting a high amount, you got to look at that sell-through rate. Yeah, you might get $40 and you want your ROI to be better per item, but look at your sell-through rate. If you can sell 4 $5 items 3 times as fast as that one item, you know, that's one thing I've learned so much from the YouTube community. It's not just selling it for the price, and it's more about the buying and how fast you get rid of it. It's not about all the other things you think it's about. Yeah. I was saying, if you're getting rid, 30 books, that's a lot of room you're getting back. They give you some money for it. It's better than just giving it away to Goodwill too. But I just don't want to spend time and energy listing that stuff if I'm only getting a little bit back. But each their own. We're all in a different place in reselling, you know. But thanks a lot, guys. I'll probably see you over there. But I appreciate you for joining. Thanks, Jen, and thanks for chatting up my chat. Grind on, y'all.